One of my favorite ideas is that you don't really understand something unless you can explain it, but also that the act of trying to explain something will help you understand it better. So I'm going to try to explain to you the electric force that holds the world together. I'm not a physicist. I took a physics class, 2 of them even. So I'm just going to do my best here. But I love this idea. I actually learned this from Richard Feynman a little bit. But you see that, I mean, this is a piece of elastic. This is rubber. It's stretchy. All right. And the question is, why does this stretch? Why does this apply force backwards? Why can you, I don't know, why doesn't it snap? What's holding it together? And what makes it different from, say, this hard structure, all right, where, yeah, sure, I could break it if I bent the hell out of it. But at the moment, it's hard enough that it doesn't actually bend or stretch when I tug at it at all, like on this. Well, it's fascinating to me. When you zoom in, zoom, further than my camera can zoom on what this material is made of, you can get all the way down to the atomic level. You can see that it's constructed of atoms, all right? So sequences of protons, neutrons, and electrons, right? And if you've never seen an atom before, maybe I can give you a quick sketch before it takes too long and you actually lose attention, because I don't want you to lose attention. I'm trying my best to maintain your attention while I'm pulling this up on my iPad, because I'm not actually allowing myself to do any kind of editing whatsoever on these videos, all right? Here we go. Fantastic. You see my little whiteboard? Oh, that's wonderful. All right, you can imagine you've got a collection of protons over here. Oh, yeah, look at those protons. These exert a positive charge on the world around you, right? And you've got these collection of neutrons right here. This exerts a neutral charge. They've got no charge at all. And circling these guys in a big, beautiful cloud of motion, acceleration, and excitement, you've got the wonderful, the beautiful, the electron. All right, he's just minding his own business, doing his thing. But when you've got multiple of these atoms combined together, in a big old, hit that copy. There we go. Hit that paste button. When you've got a collection of these guys, like living their lives together, what happens is, I'm not going to go into the chemistry that I don't understand, but what happens is they exert a force on each other. Weak force, strong force. There's words for these forces that I don't know. But they exert a force on one another. They pull on each other based on their electric charge. It is the electrons within them that's applying this force. And when you've got, a material like this, you can almost think of it as force acting over a small distance, a little bit, like smaller amount of force, like enough to resist your pull, just enough. And it is a chain, a whole network of billions of these atoms exerting this force all at the same time to pull back on the exact, pull back on your hands as your hands are pulling on it. That's Newton's second law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The idea is any push has any pull. I was about to say any push has a opposite pull, but that's not quite true. The idea is if I'm, holding on tight from here, pretend this is a wall attached to this stick, let's call it. I'm tugging because I'm not sponsored by Apple. Pay me, Apple. I'll call this an Apple Pencil. All right. If you pull on this, right, and I'm pulling this way, then the pencil itself is exerting an equal and opposite pull in this direction. And it does this by the exact same force as the rubber. It's just a collection, a stronger chain of these atoms, a stronger chain, a stronger network of this electrical force that's pulling things together. And it's fascinating to me when, I was in a friend's Jeep the other day, also not a sponsor, not yet at least. He had one of these nice, hard, rigid, like handlebars you can grab onto, because those things are designed to, I guess, throw you off a cliff. So, I could pull on that thing as hard as I can. I don't lift, so it's not that hard, but I could pull on it as hard as I can, and it wouldn't move whatsoever. It was completely and firmly, rigidly stuck into place in the Jeep. And that's because what's happening is anytime you would exert a force, it's every single one of those atoms at the molecular level, or even smaller than that, at the electrical level. The scale of electrons is pulling billions of these at a time. They're all pulling against you. So anytime you make a push, anytime you even move your arm, you're one way to think of it is you're sending almost an electrical pulse through the wave of atoms that create you to make this motion happen. Am I bullshitting? Do I know what I'm talking about? In order, maybe, and no. But I hope this illuminates something to you about how, a little bit about how the world around you is structured. I love it. I think it's fascinating to think about that every force, push and pull, is really a collection of small pushes and pulls. A lot of them all at once. It's great. All right, I'm going to end this video before I keep rambling. Have a good one. Peace.